Well, everyone, we're back again, and this time with a new playthrough of Pokemon Storm Silver. And it's a Nuzlocke, too.
That's right, everyone. We are so happy to be back in a new series, and we have new pictures as well. We all look dapper as hell, and this series is going to be straight fire.
Yeah, so Obama is the one who's playing this game and going to be Nuzlocking it, too. And this game is a ROM hack of the normal Soul Silver game, too. Even though it said Soul Silver on the title screen, we promise you it's not the normal game.
Yeah, and we skipped the beginning, as we've seen that a billion times already, and we're kicking things off in our house with our mom. So please remember to smash that like button and subscribe as well.
Yeah, this Nuzlocke is going to be really difficult as well, actually. For those who haven't played this ROM hack, you can expect the gym battles to be extremely difficult. And in each route, there is Pokemon all the way from Generation 1 to 4.
Nothing you can't handle, though, Barry. So yeah, let's kick this new adventure off by getting our first Pokemon. Just a heads up, too. This isn't a randomized Nuzlocke. At least by that I mean the starter Pokemon will all be the standard ones.
Yeah, so pick whichever Pokemon you want first, Obama, and then going forward, the standard Nuzlocke rules will apply. Also, in this game, you can actually get every starter Pokemon from the other regions in the Pokemon Center. So do you think we'll be able to use them?
To be honest, I don't know how that'll work, but I'm sure some people watching can leave comments on that, Donald. And more importantly, right now, we're going to be choosing our starter.
Yeah, the most important part will probably dictate how the rest of the series will go. So what will it be, Barry?
Well, last time we picked Cyndaquil, so this time I think the choice will have to be Totodile Joe. I can't take the risk of choosing Chikorita as it's just terrible and this game is already difficult as it is.
Okay, so you're just gonna be a pussy then, Obama. I guess that's fine, and if you want to be known as that then, sure, go ahead.
Hey, shut the hell up, Donald. You hate Chikorita more than I do. You call it the cabbage Pokemon because it belongs in a bowl of salad and not on a Pokemon team.
This is true too. Fine use Totodile, but you better give it an awesome name.
Nah, I'm gonna call our little cutie pie Toothy Donald. It's got little fangs sticking out its mouth and it looks adorable, so going forward, Toothy is its name.
That is the dumbest name I've ever heard, Obama. It's like calling you Baldy all the time because you have no hair. You can't name Pokemon after what they look like, you know.
I will just remain quiet on this one, I think, boys. But anyway, we have our first Pokemon already. So let's see how long Obama can keep this thing alive for LML.
Yeah, we don't want a repeat of Pokemon Ultra Sun, Obama. Your killing spree better have ended with that series, and in this one we want a new and improved version of you.
Well, the one thing that hasn't improved in this ROM hack is Lyra here, who is as annoying as always. The creator of this ROM hack is Dryano, by the way, and he's one solid person for making these ROM hacks, but I must say, he could have done more with Lyra.
And by done more with Lyra, we mean remove her entirely, as she literally provides nothing to the story of the game at all. She was even in the Diamond and Pearl anime series at one point, and she was annoying there too with her shitty little Meryl.
You can't remove her from this game, guys. But one thing that could be done is remove her phone calls, as she never has anything useful to say. Some of the NPCs in the game are useful since they can find items for you, but she does nothing.
Yeah, our girl Lyra appears even more in this ROM hack, I think actually Joe, so we'll have to deal with that. But anyway, we have our Pokemon, which means it's time to head out to Route 30, I believe, and go see Mr. Pokemon for the Professor.
Oh yeah, Type 15 is the best frame to choose for this game, Barry. The clouds just make me feel like I'm looking at an Altaria whenever the menu pops up, and that brings me peace to my soul.
Yeah, I literally have no idea what you're on about, Donald. And we just got Professor Elm's phone number too, guys, which isn't creepy at all. An old man wanted a 10-year-old Pokemon trainer's number.
Hey, and we're encountering our first Pokemon already, guys, which is a Sentret of all things. Now, this Pokemon is actually in this game originally, but we can't catch anything right now anyway, since we don't have any balls.
Well, I certainly have some Joe, but clearly Barry doesn't, otherwise he'd have chosen Chikorita for this playthrough.
Very funny, you old Satsuma face, Donald. But yeah, as Joe said, we can't catch anything right now. So the best I can do is kill this thing so we get lots and lots of experience.
Yeah, we need to do lots of training, Obama, because this will definitely be a tough playthrough. I'd argue it will be as tough as our Pokemon Black 2 run-through, which was a randomizer as well. You should all go check out the full movie we made of that game on our channel if you haven't.
Okay, so far we've encountered literally no Pokemon from any other region than Johto Obama, which makes me think you installed the wrong game, you dumbass.
Trust me, Donald, we're definitely playing Pokemon Storm Silver. We've just been unlucky with what we've run into so far. but I hope to Arceus that we don't get a Rattata like this one as our first new team member we have to catch.
But if we did catch one Obama, then we could be like Blue in the first game since he caught one, remember?
And look what happened to his Rattata Joe. It evolved and then got nuked, basically.
Details, Schmeetails, Donald. We don't need to get bogged down with things like that. And anyway, using a Rattata might be good since it can be our HM slave in this game.
Well, technically, I don't think HM moves exist in this ROM hack, Joe, which is a blessing, if anything. Drayano, the ROM hack maker, removed them, I think, but we can still use the moves in battle.
Oh, look, another Pokemon we would normally encounter if we were playing a normal run-through of the game Obama. Listen, I will give you the chance to name a Pokemon after me if we actually find something new, and it can be a trash Pokemon too.
Trubbish isn't in this game, Donald, sadly, but I'm sure we'll find some garbage Pokemon we'll have to catch at some point which can be named after you.
Well, the first new change, Donald, is what's going on right now, actually. Normally, at this point in the game, we'd get the running shoes, but because we get them as soon as we spawn in, this old man here has lost his job.
Boo-hoo for him, Barry. I still want to see all the new stuff this game introduces, but I guess we still have to wait a while before anything of interest happens.
Patience is key here, Donald. Trust me, it'll get so fun later. But anyway, Obama is right in that we'd get the running shoes here normally. But instead, the old guy has given us the old rod, which isn't ironic at all.
Yeah, I guess that's pretty cool, Joe, but we already have a water-type Pokemon for our team, so using that item is quite pointless at the moment.
And with some editing, I cut out the Pokemon Center healing, and we're carrying on our journey to meet up with Mr. Pokemon, who has an egg for us boys.
Oh, and here we go, Donald. A Seedot is the first new Pokemon we've encountered in this ROM hack. And I want to show some love for Shiftry because I think it's a great Dark-type Pokemon and would make a solid team member too.
And damn, the next Pokemon is a Tailo, which is also a solid bird Pokemon from the Hoenn region, Joe. Looks like this entire route is just full of Gen 3 Pokemon by the looks of it.
I don't personally like Tailo or Swellow since they just look like a normal bird with no unique designs. My favorite bird Pokemon would have to be Talonflame or Staraptor, as I think they're the most unique.
Oh my God, this entire route is out to get us, I swear, Obama. And look, this Pokemon is a Weedle, which is from Gen 1 and a total piece of crap as well.
Agreed, Joe. This little worm deserves to be burnt by every fire-type Pokemon ever, but saying that I think Beedrill is a really solid Pokemon and could make a viable team member, especially for dealing with Sabrina later on.
And would you look at that, everyone? Our girl Cynthia's here in the Johto region. Apparently she's on a journey of her own right now.
Yeah, she's out looking for Arceus, apparently, which should make Donald quiet, happy, LMO. And hey, look, she even wants to give us an EV.
Hot damn, didn't expect our second member of the team to be an EV. That's a pretty solid Pokemon, Barry, and now we can evolve it into any type we like almost.
Yeah, and since you've been nice today, Donald, I think the nickname I'll give this Eevee is Donnie.
I know why you did that, Obama, and it's not funny. You better not purposely get this Eevee taken out in a Pokemon battle, bro. Otherwise, I'll take over this game from you.
Okay, well, we need to work out how we're going to evolve this Eevee and what it should evolve into as well, because this is supposed to be a Nuzlocke. Remember, boys.
Well, Joe, in Violet City, we can actually get items to evolve Eevee into all the types available. Drayano made special stones which can evolve Eevee into anything. So I think we let the viewers decide what Eevee should evolve into.
Yeah, good shout, Donald. So go comment which evolution we should use for this playthrough, and the comment with the most likes is going to be the winner.
Personally, I think a Jolteon or Glaceon would be the best choices. But anyway, yeah, go comment, everyone, and make sure to like a comment if you want it to be that evolution.
Alrighty, so that all aside, we just got our new Pokedex from Professor Oak 2 Boys, which means we can start recording all the new Pokemon we find. Although I think half of them won't even be visible as we don't have the national dex yet.
And yet another old man has registered his phone number in my Pokewalker thingy. Not creepy at all.
And talking of old creepy men, Barry, Professor Elm has given us a big phone call because apparently someone has ransacked his laboratory and he needs us to save him.
Yeah, well, I just want to say that Professor Elm isn't actually that old, and I remember he used to study under Professor Oak when he was a student or something. Boys, I'm pretty sure in the anime and in this game, he's about 30 years old.
He's still old to us, Joe, so let's leave it at that, buddy. And you need to hurry back as fast as possible, Obama, so we can see what's happened at the lab.
Well, whatever has happened, Donald, it won't matter because Obama Trauma is here to save the day as usual. I won't let anyone disturb the peace in my little town.
Obama Trauma is not the person I'd send in for peace negotiations anywhere, but sure, but whatever makes you happy, bro.
Oh, hello. Look who it is, boys. The red ginger boy is here, and he's on the run from what it seems like.
Yep, that's right, Donald. And this here is our first official Pokemon battle of the series, so I'll try my best not to mess this one up, especially since he has a Pokemon effective against ours.
Yeah, but his Pokemon is a total piece of shit, Barry. I actually don't know a single person personally who likes Chikorita's line.
Well, this guy is somehow doing more damage to us than we are to him, which makes no sense.
You should use some of those defense-reducing moves on his Barry to even things up a bit. Plus, he got a critical hit too, which helped his case a little.
All right, well, I do have those potions in my backpack I can use from earlier, which isn't against the rules. But damn, this Chikorita is hitting us like a little train, and all we've been doing is bullying the thing.
This is getting too close for comfort now, bro. Seriously. Get rid of this cabbage leaf Pokemon right now before it kills us.
Oh yeah, he used Growl, and I managed to take it out by the skin of my teeth, or whatever that saying is.
And that was really close. Obama, holy hell. I mean, we did have Eevee on our team too, but letting our starter die before we've even got to the first gym would have been a total embarrassment.
Okay, well, I still beat him, Joe, so I don't know what your issue is here, dude. I promise you, I won't let a single Pokemon die in this series for sure.
Yeah, we'll see about that. But for now, you need to continue your journey back to New Bark Town, where the professor is still waiting for us.
I don't really like New Bark Town as a starting village for us to be in, boys. I don't know how you feel, but I think Twin Leaf Town is the real MVP of starter Pokemon towns.
That's because you're the original Sinnoh region Simp Donald. Like you would buy the entire Sinnoh region if you could, I bet, bro.
Sinnoh just has more to it than Kanto and Johto, in my opinion, Joe, and there's nothing wrong with me thinking that way. As for this game, though, it's definitely SS tier.
Okay, here we are back at the lab, and of course, I'm the one getting blamed for stealing the Pokemon. And as usual, Professor Elm just sits here like the little gimp he is and won't back me up.
Obama, bro, you need to stop crying over the little things. Lyra was there to back you up, which is just lovely, isn't it?
For taking her side and not mine, Joseph, you're going to get named after the rival in this playthrough.
Oof, that's pretty toxic, Obama. Elmao. I wouldn't want to be named after someone like Silver. And on top of that, his dad is actually Giovanni, for those who don't know the real Pokemon lore like I do.
Yeah, that's right, Donald. So, Joe, how does this make you feel? How do you feel knowing that you're named after a red-haired 10-year-old in a Pokemon game?
Well, if it was someone like Blue who's an actual G, then yeah, sure I'd be happy and not care. But to be named after this fool is just a step too far for me, Barry.
Yeah, well, go cry me a river, Joe. And anyway, I just gave the professor one that Pokemon egg we got earlier. And I think we can actually start to wrap this first episode up, boys.
I think so too, Barry. So thanks so much for watching, everyone. Please remember to smash the like button and subscribe as it helps us with the YouTube algorithm.
Yeah, and consider becoming a member too by hitting the join button or Patreon link in the video description if you want early access to our videos and member-only polls and posts we make.
Can I just say that you did almost end this series before it barely took off Barry, which I'm still not very pleased about during that rival battle, bro.
Yeah, well, I still won that battle, Joe, and here you are, still crying about it. I hope we get Jizzy Joe in episode 2 of this series, Donald. He's way more fun than this buffoon.
Tell me about it, Barry. And hey, you made our Totodile all happy again since it was basically dead from the battle with Joe Biden.
That is not me!